Hello everyone, and today we're going to do a online lesson on record keeping, currency, and certification for the Private Pilots course. And what you see on the board, these two sections right here are the different things you'll need in your ASA logbooks, the things you'll fill out, and we'll go over that in a minute. And then this will also cover the materials for flight that each student will need when you're flying in the Private Pilots course in a few terms. And to start it off, this isn't an exact example of the ASA logbook, but these are actually the things you will be filling out on a daily basis. And so to start the process, you just fill out the date you flew. So, for example, 3rd. And then aircraft type for students at Liberty, it's the Cessna 172. And that won't really change if you're in a Private Pilots course. And then for the identification number, they're specific for the plane, and it's basically the tail number. And so, for example, I'll just do 709 Lima uniform, and that will change from plane to plane. And another thing you're going to have to do is the to and from. And this doesn't really change much when you're in the Private Pilots course, but it does more when you're in the instrument and also the commercial flights especially. And so for our instances, it's KOYH, to and from. Alright, and then endorsements. This is where the pilot or the instructor needs to endorse that the pilot actually flew that day in the certain amount of time that they did. And so they'll just sign off their signature after they look over everything. And then for the aircraft category, it's just a single engine. That won't really change much. And then for the class, it's just an airplane. It's not a hot air balloon or rotorcraft. And then for this dual receive part, there are other options, but we won't really be going over that much in the Private Pilots course. There's nighttime, there's solo time, instrument time. And so you're going to want to check out the dual received. That shows that you're with your instructor. And also with the total duration, this is a little bit different than regular time. You wouldn't just put 45 minutes. So say you flew a little bit over an hour, you'd put 1.2 instead of 1 hour and say 20 minutes or something like that. And so those are the different pages. So this is the left page in the ASA handbook and the right page. And there's, like I said, there's more things in the right page, but you won't be filling it out as a private pilot. You'll just leave that blank. And I think the one key term in this lesson that students tend to not forget about, just not be totally familiar, is currency. And that's just when a pilot has met the requirements to be pilot in command. And to go along with that, it's the materials you need in flight. And to start, you need your student. You'll need your student pilot certificate, and then to go along with that, you'll need your medical certificates, your ID, and then other things you'll need are your passport or your original birth certificate. And the last thing you'll need is the logbook. And in most cases, you won't really need the logbook. But say if someone from the FAA comes and they're checking to see if people are real pilots, they'll be looking at their logbook to see if they're endorsed by the instructors and see that they're legal pilots. And this kind of concludes the lesson on currency. And I know it's not one that people try to or look forward to, but we do have to know this to maintain current and also be legal pilots. And it's just forming good habits as we progress through our careers as pilots. And so this is an important thing to get started right at an original stage in your Private Pilots course. And so it's really important that you get these habits down and you practice these every single time you fly. And this in all covers this lesson.